everyone, Aryan this side. I'm from IT Division O. So the FA2 activity model which I've chosen is Starbucks. So let's begin. So today we will explore how Starbucks grew from a small coffee retailer into a global coffee house empire. So we'll break down the business model into the strategic decisions, the outcomes, both success and challenges, and conclude with the lessons learned. So let's dive in. So today we are exploring how Starbucks moved from a single store to a global premium coffee brand. We'll unpack its business model, the decision made, and so yeah, let's begin. So the man behind making this company popular and successful is Howard Schultz. So the man who transferred Starbucks into the world's largest coffee house company. Almost everyone has heard of Starbucks, but few know that its former CEO was born and raised in deep poverty, struggling just to survive. Howard grew up in a small one-bedroom apartment in a public housing project. His father worked a low-paying job in an army veteran and was also a truck driver. When Howard was only 7 years old, his father slipped on ice while delivering diapers and broke his leg and also lost his job. So, with no medical insurance or savings, the family faced severe financial hardships. Seeing his father hopeless and in pain became one of the most defining moments of Howard's life. So, to escape this reality, young Howard would often sit on staircase of his building, dreaming of a better future. So, in high school, he played football to earn an athletic scholarship in college. But his true interest lay in communications. To pay so, to pay for his studies, he took out student loans and worked out many odd jobs, sometimes even selling his blood to make ends meet. After graduation, he worked as a salesman at Xerox, but his dream was to join Starbucks, which at that time sold only coffee, beans, and equipment. After 4 years of persistent effort, he finally convinced Starbucks owner to hire him at the age of 29. So, on a business study to Italy, Howard experienced something remarkable. Coffee shops were coffee shops were Barastes new customers by the name and were served with warmth and connections. So, getting inspired by that, he wanted to bring that culture to America. However, the Starbucks owner rejected his idea. So, determined, however, quit and so Howard started his own coffee company and called it LL Govila. So raising funds weren't obviously easy. Out of 242 potential investors, 217 turned him down, and so it was a humbling experience, obviously. But his perseverance paid off when a few believed in his vision. His first coffee shop successfully captured the Italian cafe spirit he had admired, offering not just coffee but a sense of community. So his journey from poverty to building $100 billion company is a proof that dreams, resilience, and belief in one's vision can overcome even in the toughest beginnings. So beginning with the business model overview. These are the topics we are going to cover: business model overview, international expansion, the strategy, the premium positioning, the conclusion, and obviously the portfolio optimization at last. So, talking about the business model overview. So, what is Starbucks business model at its core? It's more than selling coffee. It sells like a experience. So, here are like the key parts to help you understand it better. So, the value of proposition. So, it sells like premium quality beverages plus welcoming cafe ambition. Starbucks position itself as the third place, not home, not work, somewhere you want to stay, but also somewhere you want to stay. Talking about the customer segments, the urban professional students, people seeking a relaxed cafe environment, global, better than upper income customers willing to pay a premium for comfort, and also the revenue streams. So company-owned cafe license, franchise store, packaged goods, and ready-to-drink coffee. Also the food via supermarkets and the app-driven orders. Talking about the channels, has like physical stores, sit-in drive-through, a drive-through, or the mobile app and the loyalty platform packaged goods retail, and digital ordering. Talking about the key activities and cost structure. So staffing and training, like the store operations, sourcing and roasting quality coffee, and investment in store design, ambience and marketing, and brand building, and also loyalty investment, supply chain, and also quality control. So revenue, like talk if we talk about the revenue generated, it is like beverages sell up to 75%, food 20%, and merchandise and license like 5%. So talking about this premium positioning. So the second point is strategic decisions and implementation. So here are some Starbucks major decisions, what they did and how they implemented them. So, talking about the international expansion and local adoption, Starbucks expanded aggressively beyond US, entering the markets around the world using license partnership and tailoring store menus designed to local customer tastes. So, because to tap new customer markets, diversity revenue beyond its saturated home market, and grow brand globally. And talking about the implementation part, it was using a multi-domestic approach, keeping core brand quality standard while giving local partners latitude to adapt menu items or marketing. And so this is talking about the premium positioning and experience focus. So what it did was Starbucks maintained high standard of cafe meals and staff training to decor consistency and also decor consistency. Launch premium formats such as Starbucks premium formats such as Starbucks Reserve for more exclusive experience, because to differentiate itself from generic coffee vendors, command higher price and build brand loyalty and repeat visits. And talking about the implementation part, so investing in interior design, um, careful sourcing like single origin or specially blends, and premium store formats. Talking about the digital loyalty and technology strategy. So it developed its mobile app and loyalty program, integrated digital ordering ahead of time, and also used data to influence offers and customer retention. So this was done to drive repeat purchases, reduce friction, deepen customer engagement, and to gather customer behavior insights of future decision making. Talking about restructuring. So more recently, like Starbucks has begun closing or rethinking underperforming stores, especially in North America, like revising formats, cutting roles in support teams, because some stores deliver low profitability or customer experience below brand standards. This was done to ensure or improve efficiency, reduce cost overheads, and refocus investments on high return locations. So yeah, this was the portfolio optimization. 16% of US stores were closed during 2022, and 85% being urban locations. Talking about the outcomes, so yeah, now let's evaluate the results of the decisions which succeeded and where have challenges arisen. So Starbucks achieved a truly global footprint, presence in dozens of countries, diverse revenue streams beyond the US, enhanced like brand prestige. And the challenges were the regularity of cultural mismatch risk, high capital expenditure on store builds, competition from local cafes, some markets may underperform or require local adaptation costs. Talking about the main part, like the premium positioning and experience, so it obviously enables higher margin per sales, strengthens customer loyalty, and reinforces Starbucks as a more than commodity coffee. But the challenges that arise are like the high operating cost, staff ambience, and the design. So the vulnerable to shifts in customer price sensitivity, like the inflation and recession, and balancing the premium positioning versus affordability perception. Talking about the loyalty strategy, the digital strategy basically. So insensitiveness of repeat visits also improves like convenience and gives Starbucks valuable customer use data, likely increases per customer lifetime value. But also the challenges faced were like the heavy investment required in technology, app development, data security, and managing user experience glitches, and yeah. So also one challenge that they faced was to risk the brand reputation if customer perceive closure negatively, like the staff moral issues, potential loss in food traffic in areas, transition, lease break costs, and risk of misjudging which stores to close. So, in some, many strategic decisions have delivered to a long-term benefit, but also require consistent monitoring, agility, and readiness to adapt. So, let me close what decision. So, yeah, this was the strategic decision. Like there was expansion in stores across 80 plus countries in 2024, and the local adaptation like the menu customization for cultural preferences, including matcha in Japan, and also in China, the key growth market with 6,500 plus stores and 1,000 new locations annually. This was the digital loyalty and strategy, like 40 plus million app downloads globally, and 26% of them being US transactions. And also the 32 million, also are 32 million active US members, spending more than 30% more per visit than the non-member. So yeah. So conclusion, like let me close what the decisions tell us and what can you learn basically. So global growth is powerful only if the core Starbucks experience, like ambience, service quality, brand identity, if they remain consistent. The digital loyalty program is not just marketing; it's a feedback mechanism. It helps Starbucks to decide which product to push, which stores to modify or close, and how to personalize offers. Growth does not always mean more stores closing or reformatting underperforming outlets. Can improve overall profitability and preserve brand value. So the consumer behavior evolves, like the mobile ordering, convenience, local taste, even established brand need to revisit menu formats, operations to stay relevant. And so being premium gives you margin and differentiation, but it also makes you vulnerable to economic downturns, cost inflation, regulation, and also the strategic decision must always consider both sides. So Starbucks success is not merely selling coffee, it's selling an experience, continuously adapting with the times, using data-driven decisions, and scaling globally while preserving its soul. Preserving its soul. So yeah, thank you for listening. I hope these lessons inspire you to your own strategy and business design and the startup. So yeah, thank you.